Hello everyone. Okay, this video we're gonna continue the first one, which we're talking about syllables in the Spanish language. So I was talking about the R's, okay, and I said that there are two R sounds in Spanish. One that we're gonna call simple R, and another one we call multiple R's. So in order to make the simple R sounds, you have to touch with the tip of your tongue very swiftly the roof of your mouth, just above your upper teeth. Okay, and I gave an example in the English language. We do have it in English language in the American accent when they pronounce better or butter. Sounds like that. Okay, it's like ra ra. So these words should be pronounced para, pare, ori, oro, oro. Okay, just below the ñañe, niño, new row. Okay, I'm reading this one. Okay, this sounds it's mainly represented by one R. Okay, now the other sound basically it's represented by two R's, and so the next row should be pronounced as parra, torre, barre, borro, birro. I know this is quite difficult. It's quite difficult. I'm here to try to help you. Okay, I'm going to explain how we make these sounds. Okay, it's very similar to the other one. So if you know how to make the ra sound, so the position is the same. You have to touch again with the tip of your tongue just above your upper teeth. Okay, just touch it. Okay, you touch it and then you blow. So, okay, this is the sound. Okay, if you know how to make these sounds, you can pronounce perro, for instance, which means dog. Okay, and this is quite important because in Spanish there are many words that the only difference is this R thing. So we have the word but, which is pero, and the word dog, which is perro. Okay, it sounds different. Pero, perro. So, gonna type it here. Pero. Okay, this is pero. Pero. Perro. Okay. Now, um, now there's a little problem because I said that the simple R is basically represented by one R, and the multiple R is basically represented by two R's. But it's not that simple. So I'm gonna explain. The one when you see one R, it should sound like simple R as far it's at the beginning of the any syllable but the first one. So that means if you see one R written in the middle of a word, and this is the first syllable, the first letter of the syllable, as far as not the first one, it should be sound like ra ra ra. But if you find the word at the end of a syllable, or it's the first letter of the word, or even if it's behind N or M, even though it's the first letter of a syllable and it's not the first one, then the sound changes. Then you're gonna hear multiple R, even though you see just one R. So write. I'm gonna read this just below. So you have Rao. You see one R, but you hear two R's. Reo, Rio, raro. So notice the first syllable is written R A, and the second syllable is R O. But what happens? Since the first syllable starts with R, it's always pronounced as multiple R. So the first syllable is ra, and the second syllable is ro. They are different, okay? Now the next word, it's honra. So here, why do we pronounce multiple R sound? Even though it's one R and it's the first letter of the second syllable, should be pronounced like honra, yeah, honra. But the reason why here we pronounce it multiple is because there is an N before that R. So we have to say honra. Now here, mármol. Now here the reason why we say it multiple is because it's the last letter of the first syllable. So mármol. And the last one, olor. Again, multiple because it's the last letter of the second syllable. So, to wrap it up, when you see one R, you have two possibilities. It could be simple R sound, or it could be multiple R sound. So, it's multiple R sound if it's the first letter of the word, or it's the last letter of any syllable, or it's just behind N or M. Okay, so that's the explanation. Now, if you see two R's written, it's always multiple. Okay, there's no problem. Now, letter Y. Okay, letter Y has two different pronunciations. Uh, so if it's the first letter of the syllable, the pronunciation is like ja, ja. It's similar to the ja in English. It's kind of different, but I think if you say ja, it's not so problem. So I won't bother explaining how to make this sound because it also depends on the accent. So ja, je, di, yo, you. But this letter sounds like an I, like a Spanish I, like E, if it's the last letter of the syllable. So I, A, oi, ui. Okay. Now double L. Double L represents one sound. Has nothing to do with L. It's a different sound. It just sounds like the Y. Okay. So it's ya, ye, yi, yo, you. Again, the sounds may sound different. If you listen to an Argentina, it sounds something like ja, she, sho, shu. Or, so it depends on the accent. Basically, it sounds similar to the J in English. So it depends on the accent. So I won't bother explaining too much about this. Now, CH is just like CH in English, like in the word church, for instance. So it sounds like cha, che, chi, cho, chu. It shouldn't be difficult. Now, the sound ka in Spanish, there are two ways of representing this sound, either by the letter K or by me cago en la ¿Por qué me limitas?